The nature of our politics is so fast that we don't often take time to reflect on the depth where we had gotten to as a country under the former regime. In the conversations around this constitution review thing, Professor Akila Kwasoya asked me a question in terms of our interventions and how we improve the constitution is, how do we prevent another Afoko from happening again? And it's something that I wake up and think about all the time. That in terms of how our legal system is set up, what is it within the framework that allowed it to be so manipulated under the former regime? And how do we prevent the ease with which persons can be so victimized and persecuted for years, with the courts looking on, and sometimes with their blessing even? And the same context, you know, we're having these conversations, and I'm amazed by the facility and ease with which people are throwing out, you know, these seemingly progressive ideas about the constitutional regime. When we protesters, I was in custody for over 30 days on a misdemeanor offense. 30 days on a misdemeanor offense. Nothing has been heard in respect of us. In fact, Benjamin Akufu, one of our conveners, he wasn't even at the protest.
Yes.
When he was arrested because he came to see me at the hospital, he went before a judge. He was not even allowed to argue for bail. The judge says, I am reminding you, in the public interest.
That's
he went to
Evelyn and someone.
Yes, for 17
we mentioned
days.
it. We told them we are not happy with
you know,
yeah.
So sometimes it's so bizarre to me, the way in which we turn around and see the ways in which our judiciary had been so instrumentalized to deny people. And we forget that these principles that we are calling hallowed principles of personal liberty have always existed and apply to everybody equally. So I am amazed when it comes to persons like this, somebody who is being accused, okay, of the extent of monies that is being accused of, compared to what we were being accused of. Just take the accusations alone at face value. And look at the differential treatment itself. For me, it's worrying that, so why can't every Ghanaian assess this level of treatment? I have a client that I'm speaking today. The offense for which he's charged is 5 years. He has spent 4 years and 8 months in custody. And bail applications have been refused 6 times for a first-time offender.
A first-time offender?
For a first-time offender. When we asked for that, even that matter to be referred to the Supreme Court, the judge refused again. And I'm like, and I keep asking, at this point, we just told the client, just plead guilty. Because you have been kept in custody for so long that even if you were even sentenced, you would have spent less in prison than you have currently served. Because the Prisons Act says we divide it into 3. And so he would have already been released if he had pleaded guilty and been given the full sentence.